Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today I'm looking at, and I'm going to make that correction here because I just looked at my schedule, Pokemon Season 4, Episodes 8 to 12. Not 8 to 13, 8 to 12. I don't want to make that correction, so my apologies. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episode 8, Hassle in the Castle. And I thought the episode was okay. So, Ash, Brock, and Misty find themselves in what seems like an abandoned castle. Only to turns out it's a mini hospital for injured Pokemon, aka a massage parlor. And that's actually not bad. Not only do you get treated for wounds, you also get, well, a nice treatment afterwards. And yeah, and while the female doctor isn't bad, it's just another Brock falling in love with the woman for the week episode. So then they get tangled with Team Rocket's dumb schemes, and before you know it, Brock, the doctor and Team Rocket are trapped underground. And well, it's a nice sequence. Props to the doctor for using a map. And it turns out Brock and her Zubat have to use supersonic waves in order to activate it. Okay, not bad. It just feels like another stupid Team Rocket scheme that goes horribly wrong. And yes, this is the episode where Brock's Zubat evolves into Golbat. And I want you to keep this in mind, that Golbat leaves the Ash and the group. Keep that in mind, because they keep retconning this multiple times. Keep that in mind. So yeah, it's nothing too bad here. It's just another meh episode. Okay, at the very least. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episode 9, 2 Hits and a Miss. Yet another okay episode. So they bump into an old acquaintance. No, let me scratch that. That's another episode, sorry. They come across a Pokemon, well, Ash and Bulbasaur, and they take it down with ease, impressing a dojo master who wants Ash to take over for him from when he retires, not his granddaughter, which is kind of weird to me. I mean, she kept saying over and over she wants to be the next in line and she's been training, but he doesn't see her as a dojo master. He sees her, well, more practicing ballet with Pokemon than fighting, which is kind of weird to me. I mean, wouldn't you accept her for who she is, you know? So her and her Hitmontop are challenged to a battle by a guy who is known for defeating other Pokemon dojos with his Hitmonlee, and we get a surprisingly not a bad battle. But then again, Team Rocket comes in, does the usual stupidity, get blasted off, nothing comes of it. But again, the battle between Hitmontop and Hitmonlee was actually not that bad, so props to them. But it's just an okay episode. But Ash and Bulbasaur are great as always, so well done. Yeah, it's just a whatever episode. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episode 10, A Hot Water Battle. And we get a surprisingly great episode.
Yes, mate.
So Ash, Brock, and Misty are having a day off as they decide to play beach beach ball with the Pokemon. And we get a feud between Totodile, Cyndaquil, and Chikorita as they butt heads and the ball gets lost. They go after it, and that's pretty much the episode. But it's actually a pretty great idea. For one, it takes a breath from Ash in the game to get more character development from, well, the Pokemon. And yeah, I do like the style. Totodile's cool, chill personality with Cyndaquil's very quiet personality with Chikorita's confidence. And they all clash. So they tried to chase these group of Apom who've stolen the balls, so they chase after them. Team Rocket gets caught up in this mess and they get separated from Meowth. And they get trapped in this cage, which is blocked by a sleeping Snorlax. And yeah, props to Meowth. He actually gets them to get along. It's actually quite a nice moment. And despite the differences, they work together to get out of the cave. I mean, it's a nice moment for Totodile, Cyndaquil, and Chikorita to work together, being the 3 JoJo starter Pokemon. But then, of course, here goes back to normal. All happen to die hard. But it ends with them getting along. I guess Ash was right. Maybe they were just playing. So yeah, I thought the episode was great. It focuses on the JoJo starters feuding but working together to solve a problem, and Meowth had a few legit nice moments. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episode 11, Hook, Line, and Stinker. And boy, ain't that the truth. This episode freaking is bad. It stinks really bad. So there's a water Pokemon competition where you have to capture the heaviest Sea King in order to win a prize. But Misty and her Poliwhirl get bullied by this kid who I swear, every time he opens his mouth, I want to punch him. I mean, there is no build-up to him bullying Misty, and it just feels mean-spirited, and not in the fun type. I mean, his Poliwhirl attacked her first. For no reason other than be sadistic, and it just irritates me. I mean, have some flair like Team Rocket, but this is just mean for the sake of the plot, and just irritates me. Every time he opens his mouth, I want to punch him. But then, of course, him and Misty are tied for the heaviest Sea King, so they fight it out in a battle. And yes, this is very similar to a Season 11 episode where Ash's Weasel goes up against Crusher Waste's Floatzel, and in that similar fact, oddly enough, they're also water Pokemon. Huh. And in that episode, Weasel defeats his fully evolved form, as here, Poliwhirl defeats his fully evolved form, Poliwrath. Which is honestly a nice moment for the cute little guy. Just shows that size doesn't really matter, and it honestly shuts the kid up. And no, your apology is not accepted. Screw you. I'm sorry, when you bully a person this out throughout the entire episode, but then get totally wiped, that's when you apologize? No. That's an obligation than actual sincerity. But yeah, this episode irritates me as much as that little bratty kid does. So, well done, Misty, for putting that brat in his place. So yeah, the episode's just annoying. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episode 12, Beauty and the Breeder. this was actually a pretty decent episode. So Ash, Brock, and Misty head to this festival where there's a beauty contest. And no, not that kind of contest. We'll be getting those in Season 6. From Season 6 to Season 13. Don't worry, we'll get to those. Where it turns out the reason they came here is that Brock can return Vulpix to Susie. You don't know Susie? Remember from Season 3 where there was a beauty scam Team Rocket pulled and Brock's got a Vulpix out of it? Well, he's returning that same Vulpix to her as she plans to enter the contest with Vulpix. She has a rival that has Vulpix's fully evolved form, Ninetales. And unlike the last episode where this guy bullies Susie for petty reasons, this guy is actually he's a decent guy. He's apprehensive at first, but he's doing it because of peer pressure. And he's actually nice to Susie. Honestly, his Ninetales is actually pretty cool. So, in order to gain some form of advantage, Susie decides to ask Brock to help her with Vulpix in the contest, which is actually a nice gesture given what he did for Vulpix. And in a rather funny scheme, Rocket decided to enter the contest. I've forgotten which Pokemon they entered with. Wobbuffet. I think it was Wobbuffet. Let me know down in the comments if I got it wrong. This episode's good, but it has a few minor details that I've forgotten about. And they try to spice it up a little bit, but they go overboard just too much and they get booted out by opposite. Actually, no, I'm gonna scratch that. They knock out one of the contestants so they can go first, even though they were like 200 participants later, and they get booted off jumping ahead, and also here's the fifth fact, and from assaulting a contestant. Very classy Team Rocket, but still they got a decent laugh, and it was something different for a change instead of the stealing Pokemon phase. Again, they go back to that, but it's short, and it shows Susie and Ninetales' trainer Luke teaming up to take them down. It shows that they have the same ideals, but they're not petty about it, and that's nice. I also like Brock's maturity. Yes, it's his crush on Susie, and he does give Vulpix back to her, which is Vulpix's last episode with the gang. But he learns to accept that maybe she's better off with Luke. It's also a nice moment. So yeah, I thought the episode was pretty decent. I like Luke as a character. I thought the scheme with Team Rocket was actually legit funny, and Brock's maturity is done better here. So yeah, great episode all around. And that's the end of the video, folks. Hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment, subscribe, and I hope to get more videos out like this. Speaking of which, tomorrow I'll be looking at Pokemon Season 4, episodes 13 to 17. Keep an eye out for that video. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.